gonna hit you whenever I get up. When I get upstairs, stop walking like that, man.
You all set?
Yeah.
All right. We will begin. Jason Jackson, first question.
I got a couple for you. First of all, just from a defensive standpoint, both these teams obviously lead with that. They got the defensive player of the year, top ranked defense. But if you all have an edge, it's the way you defend the 3-point line, ranked 6th this year. They're at 15. How important is that edge defensively in trying to impact this game, this first game in this series?
That's where we start at here in Miami. Is we pride ourselves on playing incredibly hard. And locking in on the defensive end, making sure that everybody's in the right position. Obviously, they have a great offense, and Giannis getting to the rim and spraying out to all the shooters that they have. But we went over it. We know what we're capable of. So as long as we, in the right spots, playing hard, we'll end up in a good position.
And speaking of Giannis, if you're defending well and obviously not giving away a whole bunch of other stuff, but having the right focus on him requires what defensively?
Effort, multiple efforts at that. Obviously, he's a hell of a player, not MVP for a reason. I mean, he's MVP for a reason. But you can't just get lost at how many talented players that he has around him as well, and how he can score the ball and also gets everybody else involved, which is why they're such a good team. But, it does start with him. So you got to lock in on him, and then, you take him out, and hopefully you can take a little of these other guys out too.
Ira Winderman.
Jimmy, how much does this time off help you with your shoulder? Is that still an issue? And sort of take us through the timeline of its improvement and rehabilitation, please.
No, it's not an issue. I'm good to go. I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing to get it right. Still lifting, still working on my game. And I'm expected to go out there and compete at a high level, whether it hurts or not. That's what I'm going to do.
We've spoken about playoff, Jimmy, before and how you lift your game this time of year. Does this feel like playoffs? Because this unique situation, I know you're in the conference semifinals. It's a big game, a lot of eyes. How much of this feels like your other playoff outings? And how much does it take to have to draw something maybe extra from within, without fans, with the neutral setting?
It's a little different. You can't sit here and say that it's not, but it's still competing at the highest level at that. Everybody's fortunate to be able to play this game the days that we do play it. But we're here to win, man, home or away. I think this is the type of environment that we like to play in. We're not worried about the fans in the building booing us or cheering for us, for that matter. We're just out here playing a Miami Heat style basketball, playing hard, playing with and for one another. And that's what's been getting us these dubs as of late.
Tim Reynolds.
Jimmy, how much of a priority for you was it this year to raise Bam's confidence level? Kendrick, Tyler, Duncan, these guys have all, they're not the same guys they were when you guys went to training camp 11 months ago. How much of a priority was that for you, and how would you sort of assess the job you did in that regard?
I think it was key for me and key for those guys in the sense that I knew that I couldn't get done what I plan on getting done without those guys. Obviously, Goran, shut up. Don't nobody understand that. These guys they're so important in what we're trying to do, and and everybody else constantly feeding confidence. Bam is going to be Bam, and it's funny because we talk about it all the time how nobody ever really cared. Nobody really talked about Bam until Bam started showing what Bam can really do. But here, we're in each other's corner. We want everybody to be successful. And the best part about it is you're always cheering and your time's going to come. And whenever it does, all of our young guys are going to be ready.
Anthony Chang.
Hey, Jimmy, I know you probably never enter anything thinking you're the underdog, but you guys have become, quote unquote, I guess, a popular upset pick in this series. Do you like that, or you prefer it the other way where you enter a series where, people are doubting you guys?
And look, the group of guys we have, I think the majority of us, if not all of us, have a chip on our shoulder. And I think that's what makes us who we are and what makes us click, what makes us play so hard, play together so much. We get an understanding of that. We don't care if you pick us to win, if you pick us to lose in however many games, we're going to go out there and compete, man. We know what we're capable of, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters because we're the ones that's here. We're the one that's stuck in a hotel room. We're the one that's out here practicing. We're the one that got to go out there and compete. So you can pick and pretend like you know what's going to happen, but nobody does. We're the ones that control that.
David Ramil.
Hey, Jimmy. We all know how confident and capable you are and how much you love the game, but being here in the bubble and the difficulties going on around the world around you, have you had any kind of doubts about your decision to enter the bubble and now that you're in it, moving forward? No,
not really. I think it's a great job what everybody's been doing in raising awareness for what's going on in the world. And as much as I learn, as much as my guys get to learn each and every day about it as well, we get to compete, man, and we get to constantly shed light on everything. So, no, I don't regret it. I miss my family. I miss my people. I do that. But other than that, I'm blessed. I'm fortunate to be able to be here.
Clay Ferraro.
Jimmy, you talk all the time about the confidence you have in your shooters, and this is a Milwaukee team that does give up a lot of three-point shots as part of their defensive scheme. How important is it to have those guys and then for you guys to have the confidence that they're going to knock down those shots?
It's very important. We're going to play the same style of basketball. We get the same questions in a different way, but we're going to attack, get into the paint, find open shooters, and we're going to get pissed off if they don't shoot the ball. Like, that's the way that we play. We want our guys to be aggressive, and then we're going to go out here and we're going to guard on the other end of the floor, and we're going to see where we end up at the end of the game. But if we're doing that, I'm taking our chances.
Nick Friedel.
Jimmy, you've spoken all year about how tight the group is and how much you like playing with these guys. I'm curious, camaraderie-wise, how this group that you're with now compares to those early Bulls groups that you came in to the league with.
I was at a different place in my career, obviously. And I've learned so much in all of these years, all the different teams and organizations I've played for. So I've got a better sense of what to do, what not to do. But with these guys here, they just work so incredibly hard. They don't really give a damn about what anybody's saying or typing or any of the other stuff that's on the internet. They just come in here and work. And I think that's how I am in a lot of ways. So we just understand one another. And here they're buying $20 cups of coffee, so it always helps.
Eric from The Athletic.
Hey, Jimmy. Between you, Jay, and Wes, Marquette is about to have three dudes that are going to play.
First of all, before you finish your question, rank those guys from coming out of Marquette. D-Wade's out. So me, Jay, and Wes, who you got 1, 2, and 3?
From when you came out or from now?
From now.
I think, I cover the Bucks, but objectively, I think I'd have to put you at the top, then probably Wes, then probably Jay.
All right. Okay, go ahead. Finish your question.
He answered the question, Jay. I didn't say that. Go ahead. Wait a minute. Jay, what? Yeah, let me finish my video, man. Leave me alone. Go ahead.
For you guys, just what did it kind of mean to build off of each other? And why do you think it is that, when a team gets a dude from Marquette, they automatically know they're going to have a tough dude that's ready to go, that's playoff ready?
It means a lot, but I will say that Wes set the tone for us in the sense that he came into the league as an underdog and showed what it takes to make it. And he's made a hell of a career out of it at that. But going into Marquette, you're going to get somebody that just play incredibly hard and definitely prides himself on the defensive end. And then they just constantly get better year after year. So, whatever rank that you put us three in, you got dogs and you got guys that want to win and that are going to compete at the highest level. So I'm fortunate for him setting the tone. I'm fortunate for Jay being able to go to war with me every day. And I'm going to keep thanking both of those guys for that.
So then your ranking's different, I guess?
Hey, man, I don't believe in rankings, but since you just ranked that Jay, you last. Nothing.
All right, last question. AJ Speaks.
Jimmy, we're waiting on the Big Face coffee commercial. But in all seriousness, I got a question for you about the last 48 hours. We haven't had a chance to speak to you I'm just curious where your mindset was when it was paused, and then how happy you are with the outcome and how you think everyone will respond to it.
I think we're going to respond to it great. I love the pause because it was for a great reason. And I think us as players handle it the right way, no matter what anybody on the outside thinks. But I think it's time to keep doing what we've been doing, keep fighting for change, which we will do, and keep competing at the highest level, which we will do. And as a basketball, as the Miami Heat, as our organization stands on it, keep competing for a championship.